Hawks lose 4-2 to the Nashville Predators in Nashville. Keys of the game, Arvid Soderblom, your rebound control is horrendous and it needs to be fixed. That's it. Soderblom had another rough game in net because he can't stop a rebound. He can't get to those loose pucks that he coughs up, and well, he had a rough game. The Hawks' depth looked bad. They had the chances to tie the game up, couldn't do that. They got it within one twice in this game, but they fell apart. This was a rough game by the Blackhawks. Losing to their rival from Nashville is always terrible. Honestly, I think it might be worse losing to Nashville than it is losing to like St. Louis or Detroit. I hate losing to that fan base and that team because I just do. It's honestly super frustrating. We can't beat that freaking organization from that wears these ugly uniforms in Nashville. So, stats of the game, 31-32 for shots on net in favor for Nashville. Face-off percentage, Hawks were 44% to the Predators, 56%. Power play, Hawks are terrible at it, 0 for 2. Nashville went 1 for 3. Hits, 29-28 in favor for the Blackhawks. Shot blocked, 9-14 for Nashville. A couple bad penalties, costly rebounds. It was just a bad game played by the Hawks. When they play bad teams, they don't play good hockey. When they play good teams, they play competitive. That's something I'm getting frustrated watching right now because it seems like you can play against the good competition, then you go up against these middling bottom feeding teams and they play like a bottom feeder. I get it. We're in a rebuild, but it's really frustrating. You could play really good hockey against top opponents and then you play down to opponents again to your level. It's not good. Just play some consistent hockey and maybe you can actually find more ways to win. They've played good hockey this season, but when it comes to games like Nashville, like Arizona, like the Montreal Canadiens, yes, Montreal and Arizona have played well so far this season, but those are games you should be able to play really highly competitive hockey, and they are not doing that. Soderblom in net and was not good. He has not had help this season, I should admit. But he's not been good this season. He's coughing up too many greasy rebounds, leading to goals against. So let's get to the game's goals, shall we? In the first period, it was only Nashville who scored because the Hawks couldn't get opportunities off they were just one and done shots, and Nashville is able to capitalize off greasy rebounds from Arvid Soderblom. At 12:07 in the first period, off a bad turnover by Kevin Korchinski, Jakub Trenin scores his first of the season, assisted by Colton Sissons, to make it a 1-0 game in favor for Nashville almost midway through the period. And then it was pretty much a lot of the same. Hawks gave up a bad penalty and they killed the penalty off. Then Nashville hits another power play late in the period because Corey Perry with a bad tripping call at 18:32 in the first period. Gustav Nyquist buries a greasy rebound off of Arvid Soderblom for his second of the season, assisted by O'Reilly and Forsberg to make it 2-0 Nashville. Again, rebound. He nearly coughed up a couple empty net goals on that power play before the Nyquist goal went in. And his rebound control is costing the Hawks some points and where they can actually come out and maybe have more points than they do on the season standings. And we go down 2-0 going into the second. And into the second period we go, and it was a lot of back and forth to start the period, but then the Hawks started getting some pressure on former Blackhawk Kevin Lankinen, who was not that good when he was here in his final season with the Hawks. This is his first time seeing the Blackhawks in net. And, well, the Hawks were able to get some pressure on midway into the period. And, well, at 13:05 in the second period, scored by number 23, Philip Kurashev. His third of the season, assisted by number 98, Connor Bedard, and number 4, Steph Jones, to get the game within one. Bedard with a great shot that gets a rebound off the pads of Lankinen for Kurashev to bury it, and we are within one. It was pretty much all set up by Steph Jones. He feeds a beautiful pass to Bedard for Bedard to shoot it for the rebound, and it led to the Hawks getting on the board. But we can't keep pressure going because at 16:20, basically 20 minutes, basically 3 minutes and 20 seconds later, the Predators add to their lead because Arvid Soderblom coughs up another bad rebound, and it's Cole Smith to get his third of the season, assisted by Tomasino and McCarron, to make it a 3-1 game. And that 3-1 game goes into the third period, where the Hawks were pressing more. They nearly got it. They got one in, but it took a while. The Hawks couldn't get much to go out. And while at 12:15 in the third period, the Hawks get on the board again. It's within one, scored by number 90, Tyler Johnson. His fifth of the season, assisted by number 16, Jason Dickinson, to get the Hawks within one, where Corey Perry was causing chaos up front of the net, and we just can't find another goal after that. Because Hawks pull Soderblom with 2 minutes left. They were pressing, getting some chances off. And, well, the Predators pressed Steph Jones, and they led to getting the empty net goal for Smith, his second of the game, assisted by Trennan, to make it a 4-2 game at 19:48. It was a rough game, honestly. The depth is not there for the Hawks. The goaltending, when it's Arvid Soderblom is in net, it's not there. The Hawks just let them come in when Soderblom's in net and just pepper him. It's not good. He's been coughing up too many rebounds. You need to step up your play when you know you're playing with Soderblom in net. I'm sorry. I don't like blaming the goalie, but Soderblom's costly rebounds are not helping this team. So down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your thoughts were, and thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, Soderblom, work